Hello everybody, my name is Bloodbath169 and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic. In today's episode, we are going to take on Dinky Park, the ninth scenario. A small cramped amusement park which requires major expansion. Our objective is to achieve a park value of at least $10,000 at the end of October, year 2. So this should actually be a pretty rapid scenario, all things considered. Okay, so let's first of all look at what we have. We're starting out. Guest number really doesn't matter, either just park rating, but both of those do, of course, contribute to park value. Let's look at our entrance fee. We're currently charging nothing, which seems to be the pattern. Okay, so we have that. We're going to go ahead and turn that off. What are our prices at? We're at $1 for carousel, 80 cents. Let's just knock that up to that for spiral slide. Cloud 9 is 50 cents. Let's bring that up to $1. Ferris wheel 1, it's going to be 1 rotation. It's going to be $1, and we're going to knock that one off the title. Swinging ship, same thing. We're going to leave it at $1.50 though. And take the one off, and then we have scrambled eggs, or purple pearl, excuse me, and that is $1. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to come back through and set everything to the 10-minute inspection time that we've been doing in the last couple of episodes. Oops, that's a guess, not a ride. Spiral slide just broke down. That's about par for the course. So it looks like we're starting out with, what is this, 5 rides? 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5 rides, 3 gentle and 2, 3 gentle rides and 2 thrill rides. Okay. Research, we're going to let that go for right now. So let's see what all are available. Well, if we wanted to, I suppose we could do a miniature railroad, which we may actually end up doing, but I doubt, because this is, this is the extent of our park area for the moment, and I don't really see that we're going to need a transport ride. So we're on this tiny little patch. This, out of curiosity, the objective talks about needing major expansions, so that tells me that we have land or construction rights to build below or above the land outside the park. So if we look at, click this button, we can see buy land to expand the park. So this is actually our expansion area. We could potentially expand out into all of this. As far as construction rights, it's right here. So in other words, we will have the ability to expand out here underneath the ground, probably, and below the ground, or entirely above, below, and everywhere else. This will be the actual land we buy versus the land we are allowed to build under or on. So until we have this area, this entire area, and I mean packed, we will not be expanding out. We do not have a mechanic, do we? Nope, we don't. Okay, well, that's fine, because there's a mechanic. Okay, so with that in mind, we got to get our normal startup stuff done. We're going to get hiring done, as well as getting, we're going to get hiring completed. We're also going to get benches, lamps, and trash cans set up, as well as our concession area. So I will bring you guys back in as soon as that is completed. Okay, guys, and we are back. So we've got our decorative stuff established. We've got our control route set up, and oops, I'm missing something. There we go. And then we've got our staffing needs set up. So next step, of course, is that we're going to look at what all else is available. We don't actually have a drink stall as of yet. We have 3 different food stalls, but no drink stalls. So that's a delay. As far as gentle rides go, what all do we have? They don't have a haunted house, so that's an option. And they don't have a car ride, which we will never put in because I utterly despise that thing. We have 2 different roller coaster options. And they've built both of our theme ride, or thrill rides, excuse me. So the only thing that leaves us are the wooden roller coaster, which would be a big project here. And we also have the steel mini roller coaster. So we're going to start with the steel mini, and that will give us some level of expansion. Okay, there it goes. So we are going to actually end up having to modify how we do this. Our current value is actually only 4,000 short of our goal. So we don't actually need to do all that much, technically. But what we will do is we will kind of expand this out a little bit, and we're going to put coasters in where they will fit. But with that being said, that means we're going to have to modify how big of a coaster we do. And a lot of our coasters are going to have to be, and our other track rides are going to have to be a lot more compact than what we do, and a lot less fancy. So normally we would do an 8 long station. This time we're going to do a 5 long station. And we're going to do a very compact coaster here. Because as you can see, even right here, we are right up against the outer limit of what we can actually build. Set that to test. We have a 10-car train. So that means this car will hold 20 people per run. And this is going to be one of our few exceptions to the rule of blocking off our exits. With one exception, we are going to block off this spot right here. Because other than that, we can utilize the spot. And of course we need to do, oops, I'm on the wrong thing. It's pretty rapid run time there too. Okay. That has a bench on, or a thing on it there. Oops, wrong button. That's not actually what I was in there for. Okay, so there's that. Let's actually put these around my neck. Okay, so put our stats here, medium, high, medium, so we can do a $2 ride, not $1, $2. Reset that. How fast is that? That's only a 42-second ride. That's not too bad. And this is going to be the Dinky Pillar. And open that up. Okay, so we're doing pretty well so far. How's our park rate? Our park value, we just went up $1,800, so I'd say that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and save real quick. If it doesn't freeze. And it didn't. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so as you can probably tell, we kept, as far as staffing goes, we kept our previous thing, but there's actually only 4 handymen. 2 of them are assigned to mow, and the whole park is actually assigned. Literally split down the middle. Each side is 3 wide and covers that. One mows, and the other one does everything else, basically. Oops, we forgot to set this to 10-minute inspection times. Okay, so we have one other thing other than the haunted house that we can put in, and that would be our wooden roller coaster. So we got to look around here and figure out where the heck we can actually put it in. That was full. Sheesh. Okay. Are we on time? We're doing fine. Okay, so as far as where are we going to put our wooden roller coaster? Well, I'm thinking that what we're going to end up having to do is raise a section of land and then drop it again after we put in our station, because we just do not have space. So we're going to see about putting in, if we do put in a transport, it'll probably be a chairlift or something similar, and we'll put it in over here. Which leaves us 2 spots for other tracked rides. We've got this spot right here, right between the Ferris wheel and the observation tower. And we also have right here. So let's go ahead and do one right here, as far back as we can get it safely. 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, okay. Now, you might be going, well, 6 high. Yes, it is 6 high. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put down our station there. And then we're going to immediately drop that ground right back down. And we're going to start off by going to back. And we can go over that. Good. So then coming back this way, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course 5. I'm thinking our exit's going to come down over and probably link up over here. Steel roller coaster has just been developed, so that'll put a coaster right here. Okay, let's see what we get. Medium, high, low. Well, it's certainly not very exciting, I will give them that. But it's what we can do, so, oops, I'm still going up. I don't know why I adjusted that in the first place. Okay, so this is going to be Dinky Dunder. Is it 3? Nope. 4? Nope. 5? Yep, 5. Okay. That lets me eliminate or remove the supports from view. That way I can build without them being in my way. Okay, so there's the exit for that. Need an entrance. Oops. Okay. And open that up for all the good it's going to do. So we have this one, I think this is high also, right? Yes, we have 2 high intensity rides, some thrill rides, and some gentle rides. We're probably going to hold off on doing Haunted House because it'll take up too much space. And we're going to go ahead. We are currently at 6 minutes on this clip. And we're probably going to go ahead and put in our final track ride in this segment, and that is going to be a shuttle loop. We don't want anything to interfere over here, so that leaves us with only a couple of different options. Shuttle loop being one of them. That is a footpath, not a digging path. I need to dig that up and raise it high enough to get over that section right there. Hopefully that is high enough. And we're going to actually, oh, okay, I hit M, my bad. So it's going for period and comma, which is how you turn in a lot of other games. Okay, so we're going to back this up as far as we can, except we can't back it up any further because of the entrance. How about if I go up by 1 more? Okay, there we go. Okay, there's 4 and 5. So, let's test this. It has to be on powered launch. We'll start off at 40 miles per hour. Test that. Not fast enough. Okay. Let's go up to 51 then. Might be too extreme now. No, looks like it should be good. High, medium, high. Medium, high. Medium. Excuse moi. Okay. This is going to be Dinky Steel. And let's get these hooked up. You can stop that. And did I set this for 10 minutes? I did not. But I can. And then we'll set this for 10 minutes. Okay, Cloud 9 broke down. That's just terrible. Where is that coming down? Okay, right there. So I guess stupid question number 54. If I level you out, I can then put the exit or the entrance right there. Down, down, down. Huh. Let's shift our exit over here by 1. And then try that again. And then as soon as we're done with this particular task, okay, well I guess we won't be shifting that over by 1, considering it, there's a fountain in the way and I don't really want to get rid of the fountain. So, down we go again. See if I can't figure out how to twist this around so that I can, okay, that's going to interfere. Footpath in the way. Okay. And I can already tell we're going to have to close that off because AI is already sending people up there. Okay, so boom, boom, and this can now be opened. Okay guys, so let's look at our objective here. We just blew past our objective. Our park value objective, I believe, was 10,000 by the end of October year 2, and it is only July of year 1. We still have about a year and a half to go, and we've already surpassed our park value. It's park value, not company value. Is it park value, not company value? So what we're going to probably do is we're going to coast for a while, and I'll bring you guys back in. We're going to work on paying off our loan. How high can we bring this loan, by the way? Only up to 20,000. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to let the money build up. We're going to beat down the loan a little bit. And actually, let's go ahead and put some benches down here. That's going to be a lamp, but we will bring you guys back in as when we are ready to expand our park, like the scenario suggests, which hopefully will go well. I don't see any particular reason why it shouldn't. But then again, Murphy's Law has a way of raising its ugly head, so we'll just have to play it by ear. So we will bring you guys back in a few minutes. Okay guys, and we are finally back. So, mostly we've just been coasting. It's now April of year 2. We are still $2,200 over our actual objective, so everything we do after this is just to maintain that coasting point. We're going to really quickly ensure that all of our rides have if they have any major complaints. I don't see anything. We're talking about vandalism, looks like. One thing that I do need to bring to y'all's awareness is that I'm going to go ahead and disable or turn off the supports, because otherwise you unfortunately won't be able to see anything. We do have vandalism. I can see it. There's some right there. And where else? If I, oops, 3, that's it, and then 4, and then 6. Holy crap, okay, they smashed almost everything. Oh, so we may need to get some security guards, but that will be for after we start coasting again. So, next thing we're up to do, we are up to $10,000 now. And of course, if you noticed it when I had this screen up, that's right, our loan's paid off. So we actually have up to $30,000 for this section right here. We are going to buy some land and extend the park. And for the moment, I'm thinking that what we're going to do, since we have right here a path right here into this area, this nice spot right here, what we're going to do, and then of course if we look at our construction rights area, it goes right through here. And of course I said that we're going to probably put a chairlift in this area right here, and that way we can, and we'll have a footpath that'll go probably from here down under and emerge in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off and we're going to see how much is this per spot. It is $20 per section. That's not too shabby. But keeping in mind, of course, that that $20 will add up very quickly. And we're going to just draw a line straight across and by this as our cutoff point. And now we're basically just going to fill in all of this. And as you can see, it does cost. It constantly costs more. And we're going to be very cautious up against there. Let's actually widen that out a little bit so we got a little bit of margin while I'm swinging the mouse around. Yes, I know, that land is not for sale. Cry me a river. Okay, extend that a little bit. Okay, so we're going to have to swing around to the other side to get that looks like. Got some random selections there, kind of looks like. Okay. Buy all of this. And this is actually almost taking our entire capital buildup. If you notice, land is expensive, and the idea that this would be $20 for a relatively small patch is not all that extreme, to be fair. I mean, $20 for land, you're doing pretty dang good, all things considered. Okay, so with that in mind, next we have to do allowances here. We may end up having to buy, let's just actually go ahead and buy this as our cutoff. We're going to have to spend some money, some of our development money here. Let's take out another 5,000. And we're going to make sure that we have an unobstructed access to construction there. Now, what that means is that now we can do two things. We can go ahead and put in our chairlift between these two spots. Let's see what all else I stepped away, to be honest. So let's see, we have our chairlift. We still have our haunted house. We didn't get any new gentle rides. We did get suspended roller coaster. And we got log flume. Did we ever get drink stall? We sure did. We did finally get a drink stall. So let's slap that down, actually. Okay, so let's do our chairlift, assuming, of course, that we can build this up here. Let's remove a few trees here because they are going to be right in the way. Yeah, okay. So let's put down right here 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do 3, I think. No, we'll have to do full, actually. Okay. Chairlift. We're going to back it up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the big question, can we? We sure can. Okay. So there's going to be our entrance and our exit. And our entrance and our exit. And then once we've got this new section kind of started, then we're going to go ahead and connect everything up. We're going to start putting rides in the new section. And I think what we're actually going to do is we're going to connect the entrance to the chairlift here to the exit, which is not ideal, but we have to deal with, again, it's the same old story. You have to deal with life as it is, not how you'd like it to be. Life is awfully inconvenient like that, I know, but that is how life is. You can't just change the rules just because you don't like the rules. Life is what it is. You got to make the most of what you got. And of course, you don't really get retries, so, don't mess it up. Let's close that. We're actually going to leave I think we're going to make this ride free, but let's just see how many, because this is not a long ride, this is just a transportation ride. Actually opened the wrong menu there. Okay, I can't really see. Ride exit, go up, level out, go down, go there, and finally there. Just to clarify, that's not done yet, so this needs an entrance. Oops, wrong button, or wrong spot there. Entrance. This will go 1, 2, and 1, and 2. Oops, dang it. Come on, Derek. Misclick. Okay. And there's that. Okay, so next challenge is we've got to get a, let's drop that back down. And we're actually going to, okay, so we're back. And we've got us our gentle ride set up. We've also got the other end of our chairlift, and our path is all hooked up, as well as our concession area. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to take a very brief break, and we're going to set up our staffing in the new area, as well as our first run of staffing, I should say. And we're going to go ahead, and we actually have, I don't know if the recording stopped, when it stopped actually, but we've got this area coming underneath here, and we've got a footpath, and we've also got the chairlift that's taking people over here. Now I could have just done one or the other, but the footpath is also nice, and doesn't make people take a ride to get back if they do not want to. So we're going to take another break, and we're still coasting, I believe. Yeah, we're still coasting comfortably. But there's a couple of different issues I do need to address while we're waiting. I need to address the apparently massive vandalism. There's a lot of vandalism in the original area of the park, and we'll get that repaired and put our security guards in. I didn't think we were going to need them, but apparently we do, because I think mostly that's just because it's so crowded. And crowding does tend to mask, shall we say, the desires and the urges of a mob, just slightly. So with all that being said, we're going to bring you guys back in just a little bit, and probably that'll also give us enough time to build up our capital, because our next goal is to put in a suspended roller coaster in the new area. That way we have, because we've fully used all of our thrill and gentle rides, with the exception of the car ride gentle ride, which I never put in. I honestly despise that ride and have no desire to put one in, so I will not put one in. Ha 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 ha. Funny how that works. But with all that being said, we're going to take a quick break because I get the staffing now. I've completed this actually. So we're going to take care of all the vandalism and staffing, and that'll give us some time to build some money up, and then we will put in our new section, our new roller coaster in the new section. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay guys, and we are back. So we're going to do a little bit different here. We went ahead and paid back the $5,000 we took out in our loan, and we are going to go ahead and start a different kind of thing here. We are going to put in a log flume instead as our first. We're going to do a medium range. We do not have currently another thrill ride we can put in. So we're going to put in a log flume, and that's going to be our quote-unquote thrill ride. Of course, we do have to, what is our height marker thing here? Okay, so that's at 10, so we're good. Oh, geez, Derek, I cannot click today. Of course it is, almost 5 in the morning, so this has been a recording that's a long time in progress, it really is. Okay, so we're actually going to leave that right there, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because once again, we're still trying to keep things relatively compact. Boats. I'm going to guess this is going to be a $2 ride. Here goes our drop. Up to how fast? 40 miles per hour. Sheesh. Let me tell you, 40 miles an hour in a car doesn't sound like all that much, but boy, when you're in a boat or a little log going zipping over the water, phew. Feels like about 1,000,000 miles an hour. Let's go ahead and extend our lamps up this way. That's going to be a bench. And that's going to be a camel there. Okay, so there's those. Park ratings come back up. 666 guests. How's our park value? Dropping. That's not good. Okay, what's our ratings here? 2 minute 22nd with a 59-foot drop. Should be medium. Medium, medium, low. Okay, cool. So that is perfect as a thrill ride. So now, of course, we have to get a big ride, a thrill, a actual intense ride. And we did get a couple more options in the intervening time, didn't we? We have single rail roller coaster, suspended, and wooden crazy mouse, or wild rodent, whatever. And then let's put a coaster in over here. Let's do a fairly cheap one, that way we don't have to take out more money if we can avoid it. Is it this? Yes, it is. Let's raise this. We're going to put it right here, I think. And we're going to put in a single rail roller coaster. With another 4-banger entrance. It's now September of year 2. Yeah. And I think this is going to end up being our final thing that we put in. 17,000, so we can actually just coast completely to a stop at this point. But let's see what this does and how bad it is. Up to 44 miles an hour, slow down, around the corner, and drop it again. Down to 45, or up to 45, excuse me. Tight turns there. It might be too extreme, and I think it might be. Nope, nowhere near as extreme. 52-foot drop. So let's see what we get. Medium, high, medium. Well, that's acceptable. Most of every other coaster I think that we've done this time around has been medium, high, medium, so I can live with that. Let's link up our exit and our entrance. It's a pretty short ride, all things considered. Keep people from doing that number. Let's go up here, down here, or up here, and then down right there. And open that bad boy up. And that is actually going to be a 10-minute inspection window. Let's put down a no-go area here. And let's pay off our loan. Okay guys, so we are now going to coast to a stop. So we only have about a month to coast, but I'm going to cut this and we're going to bring you guys back in as we approach the end of this scenario. So we will see you guys in a few minutes. Okay guys, and we are back. So not much has changed, actually nothing has changed other than just coasting for a little bit. We have our new section as developed as it's gonna get. And both of our log flume and log flume literally and Sturgis here, our single rail roller coaster, are both doing very well. Our park rating has recovered, we have more guests coming in, and of course we paid off our loan. We've made almost $5,000 since we paid off our loan. Our old section of the park is, holy crap, very congested. If I get rid of that, you can actually see it. And our security guards appear to have the effect that we wanted them to, and I don't see any vandalism. I do see some puke right there, but no vandalism. So, hey, that's a nice step, right? No puke. Dinky Dunder has apparently started to outlive its age there. But yes, so that's going to be it for today's episode. As soon as we're done, it is the 27th of October, and we have done not too shabby, not as small an area as we started out with. This is pretty dang good, I'd say. This is the most congested area I think we've seen so far in this series, and sadly not the most congested it can get to. Let's bring our supports back in. There we go. So yes, and if we look at our path here, it actually has pretty well traveled, which isn't that surprising. The entrance to it is literally right next to our entrance to the park, which, by the way, our entrance fee is actually up to $35. We've made over $25,000 just in admissions alone, which is pretty crazy when you stop and think about it. But hey, you know, every little bit helps. So as we roll into the end of our episode here, we're going to say thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in for today's episode. There we go. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that likes button and tell me about it. If you have some feedback, leave it down in the comments section below. And of course, if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And of course, when you do subscribe, go ahead and hit that bell up in the top corner, and that will give you notifications every time that I post a video. Usually it's going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and although uploads will continue year-round, recording for me only takes place during the winter at this point, because I own my own business and I work my butt off all during the warm season. So, with all that being said, once again, thank you everybody so much for joining me for today's episode, and I will see you guys in the next episode. See ya.